Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is week 18 of the Monetization Quest series, and I'm excited to be here as always. So, we're going to go ahead and jump in with the analytics as usual, and then I will share a little bit more about what's been going on behind the scenes. So, let's get right to it. Okay, so here we have the analytics view for the past 7 days. A little bit of a slowdown across the board, but that's okay. We're used to the dips so far, and I'm sure it'll be picking up again soon. So we had 218 views this past 7 days, which is about 40% less than the previous week. 10.5 watch time hours, which is a bit lower as well. And 2 new subscribers. Yay! Always excited for new subscribers. Doesn't matter how many. So yeah, and as for shorts views, they're still going up, which is good. We still have not cracked the code on why some are doing better than others, but we're still posting once a week. So hopefully trying to get up to a short a day at most. But yeah, I think increasing that would be good. Anyways, right now we're at 799 views for the past 90 days. So that means we still have 9,999,201 more to go for the short strategy. Still making progress. All right, so that's it for the analytics for this week. Let's talk a little bit more about the strategy. Okay, so if you've been following along, you probably have heard me talk about my deep-seated resistance to posting on Instagram and Facebook because I used to post on there a lot and I did get, people were following me and it was a good experience in general in some ways, but I just decided that I really don't like being on that platform and I guess I didn't feel like I was getting enough feedback, I guess is the way to say it. Like, I'm not, just in it for the likes and the comments and things, but I want to know that my content is going somewhere and providing some kind of value. And I think I felt like it was just going into the abyss with Facebook and Instagram. And I got kind of burnt out and had to take a break and have had a lot of trouble going back to those particular platforms. So I did post on Instagram last week, sometime in the past 7 days. I got inspired because when I was at the retreat in San Diego this past weekend, which totally blew my mind, by the way, I discovered that not only were some of my previous clients they're still on Instagram, and one of them even made a comment to me that she's been like looking for me on there. So that was very encouraging. And I just know that all the people I met this past weekend are pretty much on Instagram because that's where they follow Lisa, who was hosting the retreat. And that really encouraged me to like go ahead and start posting there again because I met all these wonderful people who were really interested in what I do. And yeah, and so that inspired me. And I posted about Substack pretty much. Like I posted about the weekend and then I mentioned that I had written a longer post about it on my Substack. So I kind of was using it to direct people there. I have not yet posted anything pointing towards my YouTube channel, but that's coming because now I feel free to post on there again. So I'm going to be looking at a strategy to start sharing about my YouTube channel and Substacks more regularly on Instagram and Facebook. And that way I don't feel like I have to create content for those platforms. I can just kind of like recycle content to use those platforms to bring that audience to my new spaces. So I'm hoping that will work. And yeah, and the other exciting thing that I've got coming up, which I would love your feedback and opinions on if any of you are interested in it, I want to create a community for intuitive intuitive development and soul connection, right? So I want to connect with lots of other people who are also interested in connecting with their own souls. And this community that I'm wanting to create would be like a space where we can, share our journey, our spiritual journey together, our experiences, our stories, all those kinds of things in an online space, which I would then love to take, into real life once my mother and I get our spiritual retreat center going. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm wanting to do these calls like maybe once a month where we would get together and just do some kind of intuitive development practice or somatic expression work, journaling together, maybe like pulling oracle cards, like doing some kind of spiritual practices together as a community and really just kind of carving out that time for ourselves. So if that's something you would be interested in, please let me know in the comments because I'm working on creating this right now. And I, of course, want to make it in a way that is most interesting to the people who would potentially be participating. And then once I get that going, I'm thinking I can post the videos, like the recordings of those calls or parts of them, right? Whatever makes sense onto my YouTube channel. And hopefully, that creates content, but it also then maybe attracts people to join the community. So these are my ideas. This is what we're up to right now. And I will keep you posted on all those things. But yeah, that's all for now. So I'll be back in another 7 days. Thank you, as always, for being here. Thank you for liking and commenting and sharing and subscribing. And I'll look forward to catching up with you again soon. Okay, bye.